Hello and welcome to Admit One, your whenever the fuck we feel like it movie and TV podcast right here on Rabbit Hole Media. I am, of course, one of your hosts, Jack Nedley Thompson, and I'm joined by my platonic, deep-throating lover, Kristian Lasham. How the devil are you?
I am devilishly fine.
Distinctly average at best is how it goes in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I concur.
But that's a fantastically good day to be distinctly average.
Yes. I'm just is because your options are distinctly average or Kurt Cobain.
No, that's just my preferred option.
Time to sexual. Yes, it's usually how long it lasts as well.
Now, I do want to say I'm actually very excited because we are today streaming with a new streaming setup.
We are indeed.
We've binned off the old Stream Machine PC because don't fucking trust it. It's always fucked us over.
Windows is a plague against humanity, worse than COVID.
I have invested in a very expensive MacBook, and we thought we'd give it a go. So far, touch wood, it's been a far more seamless experience working with this today than it has with the old PC. So we're going to see how this goes.
Asar Harding is in the building.
Lovely. Oh, yeah, he is. Fucking hell. And there's a Charlie. I've just seen there's a Charlie.
There is a Charlie. All new people.
Yeah.
Not new people, but all people that aren't here all the time. Neither are we. Oh, dear me. Anyway, if you hadn't figured it out, we're here to talk about the Thunderbolts asterisk the new Avengers. That's
Yes.
a mouthful. That is a bit of a mouthful. So, and we're going to rank it among... Hello?
Were there not fun, exciting stream treats?
No?
What are they?
I just bought that for us to eat.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I thought it was a stream treat thing. All right, fair enough. That's fair enough. Why have we not eaten?
I don't know. I don't know. I was waiting for you to want to crack it open, but I didn't realise you were thinking, oh, it's a street. All it is a white covered twirl.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great. I just assumed that's what it was. Because normally when we bring food to these types,
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, last time it was a whole thing,
it was a whole thing.
so that's fair. That's fair.
A whole thing.
But anyway, we're here to review, rank, rate, whatever the Thunderbolts. So, take it away. What are your 30,000-foot thoughts of the Thunderbolts?
Yes. So this is my first time watching it. I didn't watch it in the cinema.
You did not.
Didn't watch it in the cinema at all. I was intending to, but as we all know, I've very much fallen out of love with the MCU in recent years. And at the time, it came out whilst we were in Orlando, or around then, and we were looking at maybe going in Orlando. We didn't get round to it. By the time we came back, we were busy and poor because we'd been to Orlando. Just wasn't a priority. Next thing we knew, fucking Cap 4 was out. Not Cap 4. Fantastic Four was out. We still hadn't seen the Thunderbolts, so I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for the Disney Plus release, and we'll do it then. So I watched it for the first time on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
More backstory required. I wasn't feeling very well on Friday. I wasn't feeling well all day on Friday. Thursday night, had a bad night's sleep. Was up pretty much the whole night. I was very tired. I felt very ill. It was a rough day at work. Came home, needed to cook dinner. Well, no, we did a takeaway. So they were cooking dinner. Had to watch Thunderbolts. That was the plan. When I was going to watch Thunderbolts for a takeaway. And I was tired, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to get through this because I am so tired. I don't feel like looking at anything. But we knew the show was coming. The stream was coming. So we had to do it. So we put on the film. I was like, I'll persevere. I'll grind my way through it. I'm probably not going to like it. We watched the film. We let it play. We didn't pause it once. The film finished. And Quinn and I both went, now I want to go see Fantastic Four. Because personally, I thought it was really fucking good.
Thank God. I thought this stream may end with us no longer being friends because yeah, it is objectively really fucking good, and anyone who disagrees can fucking fight me.
Agreed.
So-
Agreed.
every now and then, I'm just one of these people that every now and then will just leave a snarky remark on some form of
I know.
TikTok nonsense, and I find it quite amusing. Somebody ranking all the superhero movies of this year came out and put Cat 4 above the Thunderbolts, and I just replied with, "That is absolutely diabolical fucking behavior,"
Correct.
and it's still just getting likes, and I'm just like, see, the world agrees that you're a fucking moron.
Hannah said there in the chat, it felt like Marvel was back, and I actually kind of agree with you. Like, that was the thing that Camilla and I said, that it for the first time in a while, it felt like a Marvel movie. I think you'll know what I mean by that. It felt like an MCU movie, whereas the others almost felt adjacent. Like, it was like there's MCU vibes, but it doesn't feel like it's really part of anything, and it feels like it's lacking something. This one didn't for me. It had the right pacing, the right sense of humor, that the characters were interesting, and I was relating to them, enjoying them, and feeling invested in them, which is what was always good about the MCU. And even though these are often, like, in some ways, characters that previously I hadn't liked, which we'll get into in more detail, or
Yeah, they were just boring. Like,
Yeah.
there was nothing.
the film
there.
the film made them relatable, made them likable, and made them interesting, and that's what MCU always did so well, and what it's been missing in a lot of the recent content, which we've been saying on this channel verbatim for 6 years. Yeah, well, not quite that long, because
Definitely not that long, because that was Endgame.
it was still good then, wasn't it? You know what I mean to say. And that's what that's primarily what it did better.
Well, a lot of problem with, so to go off of Hannah's comment there, which is Cat 4 felt more like it was a Disney Plus MCU adjacent vehicle, and it was a sequel. Well, to be fair, it was a sequel to a fucking Phase 1 movie. Really, it was.
Just wanted to say it 'cause it was in my mind.
You could have waited until I actually mentioned
I know,
Phase.
it was on my mind.
Okay. But also, it was a sequel to a show, so it was Disney Plus adjacent MCU. It literally was, and it was also a sequel to one of the worst MCU movies. So it was just guff.
Yeah.
It was just guff. But this, although really a sequel to a show, to several shows, it's a sequel to Faust. It's a sequel to Hawkeye in the development of Yelena, and it'll go.
But it kind of, I would say it was only a sequel to those things in the same way you could say Avengers was a sequel to Iron Man and Captain.
Yeah, well, it's a follow up of the characters. Yeah, but
Because actually, much like in Avengers Assemble, the films before that were just a vehicle to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
The direct plot isn't the sequel. So,
No,
and it was the same with this. Really, the direct plot wasn't what was following on, not completely. It was just for him to get there, and it managed to take John Walker from Faust, who wasn't bad in Faust, but was probably one of the least interesting parts, and frankly, by
the
design.
villain was the least interesting part.
True. Yes, it's true. I forgot about her, the Aloy looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the in Faust, by design, you hated him,
Yes.
which was the point.
Mm-hmm.
They managed to, and actually that was one of my concerns. I was like, I don't want John Walker to be a lead in here because the guy's a prick. Don't care about him. But they managed to spin it round and bring you round to his side a little bit and relate to him a little bit. And a similar thing with Ghost. She wasn't a particularly interesting character. They made her in this one a more interesting, relatable character. They did.
Yeah, of the group, I still think she's the least interesting.
Definitely, they explored her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did enjoy, I must say, and as always, full spoilers here, I did enjoy the instantaneous murder of Taskmaster.
Yes, I am actually, and I remember because I saw this with Robbie, and I remember we both just went, I'm surprised they even showed her face. I just assumed it would be a stunt person in a suit, which is why they're hardly in any of the. Then before even watching this movie, it was obvious that Taskmaster was going to die.
Yeah, because it's hardly in it.
Hardly in any of the trailers, or like anything.
That was actually a really good joke from Charlie there. A good callback.
Yeah. To be fair, I would have also Zemo on the team as well. I think would have been really cool.
Absolutely.
Zemo's great. I really like Zemo, and there's just a lot of stuff. Zemo being the villain would have worsened this movie because of the way it's gone. Zemo on the team, I would have enjoyed quite a lot because I just think he's great. I think he's a good character, and Daniel Brawl is just enjoyable.
But yeah, if you look at those the characters you've got in that, so John Walker, they made him very likable, very enjoyable. I think they made Ghost interesting, the least of the bunch, but interesting and relatable. Yelena's always been fantastic. Florence Pugh.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. She's always a good.
And
addition.
she's clearly going to become a major lead of the MCU. And already has.
Doomsday is in deep trouble, by the way. The more they talk about
it,
haven't even finished the script, and apparently they've drastically altered it because the two leads were having an argument.
I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
Doomsday's going to be a piece of shit. Let's just put it out there.
I don't want to think about it. We're here to talk about how much we like the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts is great, though. I love it.
Not to talk about how bad Doomsday may or may not be.
Yes. Thunderbolts is great. I love it. Positive vibes.
Yes, exactly. That's right, Jack. Good boy. What was I going to say? Who's next? Who was the next person I was going to compliment? Yelena, fantastic. Florence Pugh is excellent. Love her anyway. And I think she led this really well. And the idea of her being a lead part of the MCU going forward, very much on board with, because I think she's brilliant. Can't remember the character's name. David Harbour.
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, thank you. I've enjoyed him in every piece of MCU so far. However, this was his standout.
He's so good. I was actually really worried about him.
So was I.
I was really worried because I was just like, this is what they talk about when they talk about Marvel humor, and it's going to become really problem. No, I love it. I get great joy when they're all tied up, and he's like, yes! Great joy out of that. Or just as they're leaping out of the van, I love this plan.
There's so many bits of dialogue with him which are just absolutely fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Particular character I want.
Don't go into the vault.
You know what? I'm not going to go to the character yet that you'll think I'm going to go to.
You're going to go to Bucky.
No, I'm not. I'm going to go to Bob now.
Oh, I see.
Right. Again, excellent character.
Bob is love and Bob is life.
Bob is wonderful. I think Bob is brilliant. I think the way they used him as the villain and the way they not the villain, but a threat,
an antagonist
and a threat was very, very good. I'll talk more about Sentry later, which we'll get to. But Bob, not Sentry, Bob, thoroughly enjoyable. Liked him from as soon as he appeared on screen.
Yep.
Loved the way he developed.
Yep.
Really, really, really good.
Yep.
But my biggest praise is to Bucky.
Really?
I've always liked Bucky.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good character.
I always like Bucky. I like Bucky in this as well.
Yeah, and we have said before, not enough Bucky.
Yeah.
This had some sick Bucky.
Yep.
And there was a point in this movie.
I throb every time I see the slam down and he flips the... Oh.
That there was a point in this movie which is when I decided, okay, we're in top tier Marvel now. And
Dishwashing the arm?
Huh?
Dishwashing his arm?
No. I'm talking dead. I'm serious here. I'm like, this is like... I got goosebumps when it happened, and I sat up in my chair. Was like, oh shit, like, this is fucking on. Which is the limo scene, like they're being chased in the limo, and like Elena leans out the car, shoots the thing, it explodes. All look confused. Explosion passes, and fucking Bucky comes out of nowhere, and I was like, fucking let's fucking go! like the same way that they're all like, yeah. I was like, fucking come on! Like that's the kind of thing that in the cinema would have got me grabbing thigh again. Like that I fucking loved it, and that's like the hype moment stuff that we've not had in the MCU for a while again.
No, not really.
Like, revealing the characters, and like we knew Bucky was in it, but they did.
Well, he'd already been in it before that.
He'd been in it before that, but bringing him out in the way they did like this was like, shit, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see him popping up here like this.
It's good because that is pretty much the whole thing's in the trailers.
Yeah.
So it's good that you didn't really watch them.
No, I did. Yeah. I didn't. And I also shows the importance then at that point of not putting shit like this in the trailers.
No, I agree. The marketing is fucking awful. The marketing is terrible.
Because I loved it. And every time he was then on screen involved, I thought he was great. And he's kind of the character... Yeah, out of this, he's the oldest character, for lack of better terms. He's like the
literally, and yeah.
He's the OG of this film, And I also think that actually is probably part of why I vibed with it as well as I did, because it still had that echoing of the original MCU with Bucky.
Yep.
And that's important. What's always been important with these movies is your connection to the characters, and that happens over time. And I think a lot of the problem we've had recently is so many of the characters have been either newer characters, or we haven't actually just had the time with to build a connection to. So it doesn't mean as much as to what we had before with the latter of the Endgame saga, Infinity War saga, where we were connected to everyone. Now we're not, so it feels weaker. But when you do something like this and you start bringing those connections back, it means something.
I agree. I was going to start taking notes yesterday. I was like, I don't really have that many to say because it's about 33 rows of Bob is pretty much what my notes would be, because I fucking love Bob. And just, I think every line of Bob's is gold.
Yep.
Just his mannerisms, just the way he moves is just greatly enjoyable. He's this just adorable mess of a human being, and I love Bob. He's like a puppy, and I love him. He's certainly skyrocketed his way to be one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
I'd agree. Yeah.
I
And like
love Bob.
one of the top antagonists, definitely.
I also just enjoy that one of his roles before this as well was in Top Gun, where he played Bob.
Oh, nice.
Just and they make similar jokes as well. Just like, what's your call sign? It's just Bob. And then everyone's like, Bob in there. Oh, I love that. Just that whole scene where they were tied up, and then he's on the phone and it's like, the Century Project. Bob. I just stopped saying Bob. I love it. I love it all.
Good. It was all really, really, really good.
I doubt we will ever see Bob again, however. Well, I mean, he's in Doomsday.
Yeah.
For a fact, because he had a chair.
Yes.
But Bob's part of the... Yeah.
And he's part of the New Avengers.
Yeah.
They just haven't worked out how to utilize him yet because of the whole death thing that he does.
That happens all the time in the comics. They do it slightly differently in that normally his memory is forcibly erased.
I do want to talk about Sentry.
We will, of course. Of course. I want to talk about how this film opens.
All right,
obviously, you get the skydivey bit.
Sick, by the way. I'd seen that in
excellent.
like the marketing.
Yeah, that's excellent. But also, I just want to praise the top-down hallway fight with all the shadow, like the really heavily shadowed one. I really like the literal foreshadowing.
Yep.
That's happening both from those shadows and just in the lab. There are those shadows on the wall, which is where. Yes, Rich is right. It just did say New Avengers and Bob will return. So, yeah, he's in there. He's on all the post credits. I don't believe Marvel's marketing. Well, I mean, he's filming the movie as we speak. So,
yeah, we're not talking about marketing here so much as credits.
Yes, he's been credited for Doomsday. He's in it. He'll be back. He'll be back.
There's no reason for him not. Actually, if he wasn't back, it'd be fucking weird. Like, what happened to Bob? You just left him in the chair.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm assuming you watched the post-credit scenes.
Yes. Fucking this dickhead.
Yeah, but like as we've always said, we don't care anymore.
That doesn't mean I don't watch them. I know they're there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Most of them are useless.
Well, like one of these, when you go to the fucking cinema and still 1,000 people get up.
To be fair, for the last decade, they've been mostly shit.
Yeah, it's true.
They've been mostly pointless.
Talking about those fight scene stuff, you're saying the top-down fight scenes. A lot of the action sequences or the fight scenes in this again felt very MCU. They felt more visceral again. It was very reminiscent to the early Black Widow fight sequences, which is what you would expect because she's a Black Widow. Yeah. But that again hasn't necessarily been the case with some more recent stuff. It's all been very, I don't know, flamsy. I feel, as opposed to good. Like it seemed well choreographed. It always,
it's great. I really like that the top down hallway. I also obviously appreciate the fact that she rescues a guinea pig.
Yep.
You got Yeah, you got to appreciate that. I wonder how that guinea pig is doing in the MCU.
I reckon that we don't know, but
I reckon this is where G-Force crosses over.
see, I reckon she's secretly dropped it off with Kate Bishop. 'Cause they're friendly, aren't they? Yeah.
In the sense of they banter while trying to kill each other. Yes.
But I reckon she'd trusted to look after her pet guinea pig.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder when we actually see Kate Bishop again, other than a post-credit scene,
We fucking better.
because she last popped up in the post-credit scenes for the Marvels, and that's it.
See, and this is my other problem. This is my other problem. Every time
Nothing goes anywhere.
Every time they start, nothing goes for it. And every time they give us a character that I do like, never fucking see him again.
I just want to initiate a quick spout of negativity. It's not about the Thunderbolts. It's about Disney and Marvel. It's what I was telling you the other day. This movie is the first one since they started it that hasn't been put on Disney Plus
No, I'm with you on this.
in IMAX.
I'm with you on this.
Along with them stopping doing the Assembled series, along with shows just being shit out, along with them not sticking to any form of plan and just winging it constantly. They're filming a movie they haven't finished writing, and then they changed it again because of some bickering. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars. Suck it the fuck up, bastards. But it's, I just, even though the last two movies have been really good, in my opinion, it still feels like they don't give a fuck.
No, I know what you mean.
It's just being thrown out. They've stopped putting any effort in whatsoever. And it just feels really embarrassing because now the DCU is going. And it's so clear that James Gunn really cares.
Yes.
Really cares.
And
But their egos, they can suck each other's dads for all I give a
the
fuck.
evidence of how much difference that makes and how much that works of caring is me, Mr. I don't like DC over here, is very much invested so far in Peacemaker and very much wants to watch Superman, and I will. And like, I'm interested in what's going on over there now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's because of the efforts being put into it and the care.
Yeah, and I think just Kevin Feige, and they're just phoning it in at this point. It really fucks me off.
Side note: the level of kind of film work, by the way, I'll complete offshoot now. Like just from a filmmaking perspective, in Peacemaker season 2 so far, very fucking good.
Yes,
It's shot fucking beautifully. Like there's some great filmmaking going on in it.
I agree.
It feels like a higher quality production. It sounds silly. I don't know how to word this. It feels less jovial for what a comic book movie should be, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And I also really like where this isn't a DCU show, but I really like where the DCU is going, because not all the things are going to be the same. Like, one of the movies they're shooting at the moment is just a straight up horror movie.
Yeah.
So I love that shit.
Do the right thing for the right movie.
Yes, and also he's just like, nothing will be greenlit until I have a script on my desk that I like, and I'm like, yes. Funny how that's how movies are supposed to be fucking made. Anyway, back to positivity, because Thunderbolts is actually really good.
It is.
And I have one complaint, and that's it. And we'll get to that when we get to it. It's literally my only complaint, and it's incredibly mild. It's an incredibly mild. You fuck off with that. I can't be bothered with that. Yes, it's silly, but who cares? What else did I write in notes? I didn't really. I literally wrote Bob is love, Bob is life. But fucking everything. Just everything about this movie. I think it had a really interesting look as well, just in general. I completely agree with everything you said about it feeling more like an MCU movie again, but at the same time, I think it feels nothing like an MCU movie.
Well, it had its own tone.
Yeah, like it was really unique in that
Yeah.
way, especially considering it doesn't end in a big old punchy punch.
Yeah.
And I just think it goes to show you can do different shit with superhero movies.
But I feel like the MCU's often had like unique films but still felt cohesive as part of the bigger thing. And I think that's what it does. It feels unique. It feels like it's its own identity within the MCU, but it does feel cohesive as part of the MCU. And I think more what I meant about it feeling like an MCU movie again was the way everything hit like it's supposed to.
That's not true, Rich. It's not Alan Tudyk. It's not Clayface.
The action sequences hit, the comedy hit, the risk hit, the payoffs hit, the sentimental part of it all hits in the way that the MCU movies used to do and haven't always recently. So that's what I kind of mean by it. So, and actually, I kind of agree with Sam. Yeah, it feels like it's made with
I agree with the bit after the hyphen. I actually think it feels more like a Phase 3 Marvel movie.
I would agree.
Because it's made with love and care and is actually really good. Whereas I think Phase 1 is quite... Phase 3 standards, they're quite average movies. Other than like Iron Man and the Avengers.
It also felt satisfying, like with it being a team up movie and it being almost an Avengers style movie in a way. Obviously, it's the new Avengers. I want to talk about that actually at some point. But it felt satisfying bringing these characters together. It felt right. It felt like progression. Again, the thing that I've been saying for such a long time, the MCU's not been doing, setting loads of shit up and not going back to any of it. And then it means the overall story's never going anywhere. That's been my complaint. For all of Phase 5, that's been my complaint. That Phase 5 may as well not have existed because nothing's happened in it.
I'd say the only great thing we've had from Phase 5 is Guardians 3.
Yeah.
And this is Phase 6 now, I think.
I thought this was the last of Phase 5.
Oh, it might have been. I don't fucking know.
I think this is the last movie of Phase 5. Might not be. It might be the first movie of Phase 6, perhaps.
No, I think you're right. I think Fantastic Four was the first of Phase 6.
That was my understanding.
And I agree with James Gunn that the phases are meaningless.
They are at this point. They definitely are at this point.
I mean, they have been since Phase 1 because Phase 2 didn't even end with the Avengers.
No.
So it was pointless.
Yeah.
It became pointless. I just want to add to the Clayface thing to Rich. Alan Tudyk is still a Clayface. It's just in DC there is more than one Clayface. So this is a different Clayface. There you go. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
I've forgotten.
I'm sorry. Phase 5, you don't like Phase 5.
Yes. Nope.
Yes. Nope.
Yes, it was at Phase 5. nothing has happened in it of any real consequence to the point when 99% of it may as well not have existed.
Agreed.
But this now starting to bring some things together that's what it's been missing. That's what I've been felt like we've been needing to have. We can have more of that. I know Fantastic Four won't do that or can't do that in the same way. And that's fine. I'm okay with new things and bringing new things in. I'm okay with that. I just want the other things to be finished off. And hopefully with the way... hopefully we'll see that happen with Doomsday and other such stuff. I know you're not hot on Doomsday's idea, but it's a different conversation for a different day.
It is a different conversation for a different... And don't get me wrong, I want that movie to be spectacular.
I know you do. Yeah,
but it's just everything they're doing about it is... Nothing that is made in the way Doomsday is being made has ever turned out well.
No, I know. I agree. Yeah. I agree. It sounds like it's in development hell.
I think...
I want to go back and say I don't agree with you on the thing about the cast. I think the cast is fine. I have no issues there. But we're never going to agree on that, and that's fine.
No, yeah.
I do agree on the whole... on all of what we're hearing about the production and what's going on behind the scenes. Sounds like chaos, and that can't be a good sign. So
no, yeah, like
I can't argue with you on that one.
Yeah, and I would quite happily just I don't need them to resolve anything to do with the multiverse now. I just want them to stop it. So I would be quite happy for Doomsday and Secret Wars to just not exist. I just want them to stop it and just move on to something else.
That sounds like a mild spoiler to me about Fantastic Four, but has also confused the fuck out of me. So I'm not going to press on it.
You must know though.
No.
Like.
No.
Did the end credit scene of Thunderbolts not even give it away?
Well, I know the Fantastic Four have turned up at the end of that, but...
Yeah, but it was called an interdimensional ship, is what they called it.
That,
so Fantastic Four isn't set in the same universe at all.
Oh, that's how they've made it work with the time being different.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've stayed away from so much stuff.
That's
I don't.
impressive. That's how the '60s vibe works.
And I've also don't forget I'm not that I've deleted like most
Yeah, I know, I know.
platforms and stuff. So I've been away from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so that's how the whole '60s kind of vibe works.
Yeah, Sammy said it's not a spoiler if you've seen any trailer for Fantastic Four. I've seen one. Like it's okay, it's fine. I don't apologize. It just it confused me more.
And I actually think it's very much to Fantastic Four's strength.
I can see how that would be.
And also it goes to show that you could just make a movie that's completely fucking separate and
But
should
at
do
the
that.
same time though, then it will be brought in.
It is going to be brought in, yes.
So.
Yes, but I kind of feel like they don't necessarily need to, or they don't need to keep them there. They can, yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's the benefit of doing that. Is it means that you don't need to keep people there, I guess, isn't it? So
yeah, then you can pop them back, and yeah, who knows what happens after Secret Wars? Because by the sounds of it, they're just going to do a new Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, and I can't be bothered with that. At that point, I will be done.
yeah, I think that'll probably turn me off as
Yeah,
well.
I'll be done. If they, fuck it. If they just start again, I'm just going to fuck off. I
It
can't be
shows
arsed.
just a complete misunderstanding of what you've made
Yes.
for me.
Yes. This is why I kind of like another thing to fucking boast up the DCU a little bit is they're not really building to anything. This is just a world where things happen.
Yeah,
So
that's also fine.
yeah, and I think even though that's kind of the problem with the MCU but that's because the MCU wasn't built to be that.
Yes.
So when everything just started falling flat and not really connecting to it, it's like, why the fuck is
Well,
this
yeah,
going on?
and
But if it's there from the get go,
And that's because we had 20 years. Was it?
no.
I was trying to work out how long it was. 11 years, 15 years.
Till when? Endgame,
Yeah.
11 years.
Thank you. But we had that and 20 odd movies
Yeah, more than yeah.
of one big overarching thing that all came together and tied up in what I still say is one of the most biggest cinematic masterpieces of all time in the Endgame and the end fight, the last 30 minutes of Endgame. So to come from that to there's now just stuff happening, that feels like a no right.
Yeah, it just feels like a letdown over a different path. But if
it
you're
was
jumping
always
in, if you're jumping in like that, and obviously there is going to be crossover. Like, there's going to be a world's finest movie, which is Superman and Batman. If you don't know, there'll be that sort of shit. There'll be crossover. There'll be Justice League. There'll be of course it's going to happen. But I also like the fact that they've just jumped straight in. Anyway, this isn't super. We'll get to.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
We'll get to that.
Have you bought it now?
No, I've not. I have no money.
I'm basically waiting for you to buy it so I can log into
Yeah.
Apple TV and watch it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, it's I've poor. I'll probably end up buying it anyway because I do want to watch it again. And if you don't like it, you're challenged. You know who you are.
He's not in this channel.
I know he never will be. But
Too busy earning his trophies.
no friends. It's so easy to pick on people who aren't here. Yes, it is, Sammy. Spot the fuck on. Anyway, what's really upsetting is this is like the lowest performing Marvel movie ever.
No, yeah, but that's not a reflection on how good the movie
No, I
is.
know,
That's
I know.
a reflection on how poor it's been leading up to this.
Yes.
And that's the
I
problem
agree.
with these kind of businesses as well. And then the
I
real
agree.
problem is that the fucktards that work at Disney and Marvel won't realise that, and they'll be like, "Oh, people didn't like what we did with the Thunderbolts. We'll go back to making shitty city films." Then they won't.
Do you know what Kevin Feige, what his reasoning as to why this movie did poorly?
It'll be some kind of horseshit.
Yes, he said because most of the characters come from TV, which isn't true. One.
Yeah, one of them. One of them does.
Movie, several movies, new to this movie.
Movie was the first time we saw it. Yeah.
Kevin Feige, you fucking moron. Anyway,
Fucktards.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. Yes.
yes.
And it is a real shame. So I'm going to enjoy this for what it is, but it's not. And it made me excited for Fantastic Four only in the post-credit scene. Yes, I know I want to see Fantastic Four, but it has not made me yet retrust the MCU.
No, because
Not retrusted for many, many, many a movie.
do you know how many times like the internet's like Marvel is back?
Do you know how many times I've gone, a Marvel movie? Oh, shit. More times than we have the good ones in phase... Because phase 1 till 4 had less content in it than phase 5, don't forget.
No, 1 through 3.
That's what I meant to say.
It had less content in it than phase 4 and 5.
Yeah. Which is upsetting.
Black Widow was Black Widow did eventually come out in the cinema. It did come out. It did come out in the cinema. I saw it in the cinema. It had a simultaneous Disney Plus release.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it was only released.
Yeah, it definitely also wasn't exclusive to Disney Plus. It's a movie in its own right. They just released it on Disney Plus in COVID because of COVID.
Yeah, but it did come out in the cinema.
You had to buy it. You couldn't just watch it. You had to buy it. On Disney Plus. It was like 20 quid.
Because I remember that was the whole thing. Because you did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You rented it, but I went to the cinema.
We paid for the thing that you do, and then that's what started the whole lawsuit that Scarjo had with Disney.
Yes.
Because then she didn't get paid a bunch of money because she wasn't getting paid the royalties from those sales.
Yes. Because they didn't have to. Yes, correct. Yes, that was a stupid lawsuit for someone who's paid way too much.
She won it though.
No, it was stupid. I can't believe she won it.
Oh, it wasn't it?
Oh no, they settled, didn't they? So she didn't win.
Settled, yeah.
They settled.
Yeah.
So they probably came to the behind the scenes amicable because they want a relationship with her in some capacity. So that's fair.
It's also better press to do that.
Yeah. So that's fair enough. But I don't think she would have won in court. Because if it was just a case of that's not in your contract, then it's not in your contract.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Tough titties. Yeah. Like you don't own that movie. They can do with it whatever the fuck they like. That might not be a good thing, and also it's part of the problem today. Not only have the MCU movies been bad, so people don't go, they come out real quick, and that's a result of COVID. That's not just Marvel. That's because Superman came out on the 26th.
Well, yeah,
and that came out in the cinema on the 11th of July.
Yeah,
that was 40 days.
Yeah,
mental.
Yeah, and again, it's another example. If it was still the same kind of release pattern of between cinema to home release that it used to be, I would have probably gone to see this in the cinema. Mm-hmm. But it was like I won't because it will be available for free to me within a couple of months. So I'll just watch it then.
Indeed,
like the ticket sales and box office sales, and this is across the board with media and film. It's like a whole self-cannibalizing thing that these companies are doing. That they're releasing their content in the traditional way, but at the same time putting it on all their streaming services and stuff like that.
And then wondering why one's cannibalizing the other. Yeah.
The Doctor Who was a big example this past season. That they were complaining, saying that the views had been really, 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 really low. And it's like, yes, because you put the entire season available on iPlayer and Disney Plus, whilst releasing it live on TV every week. And it's like
that's really fucking
stupid.
stupid.
Saying like, so
basically they dropped it all at once and then still released it once a week.
Which BBC keep doing on things.
What?
And then
I knew they did the thing. I assumed it was they released that episode at like midnight.
They might have you're right. With Doctor Who, it was still a weekly release, but yeah, it would drop at midnight and then air at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So again, people were just watching it on iPlayer throughout the day.
Yes.
But they have had things. It was Ghosts. There was a sitcom, like a BBC sitcom called Ghosts, and they do it with like Death in Paradise and those sort of things.
No,
they don't come out weekly. They just drop the whole series at once on iPlayer, but then still air it weekly.
Stupid.
And yeah, it is. It's completely self-cannibalizing, and that's what Disney done with this. You drop a movie in the cinema, but everyone knows that it's going to be available on the streaming service that nearly everyone already owns. A few months later at no cost. So why are you going to go pay the ludicrous amounts of money it costs to go to the cinema now as well? With a cost of living crisis, like economical crisis, the cinemas cost a fucking fortune and are normally lesser experiences unless you're spending even more money because all the screens are fucking broken.
Don't necessarily agree with that, because even if the screens are of a lower quality, most people don't have TVs
That's
like
true.
us.
Most people don't have TVs like me. That's true. But at least for me, it's like I'm not going to go pay 15 quid each.
I always
Go
go,
and watch
whenever I'm in screen 10 because there are two
Two
dead
dead pixels. I know the ones.
bright blue screen.
One up there, one down there. I know exactly where they are.
Yep.
And
So do I.
yeah.
I notice them every
Fine.
fucking time.
Whereas, yeah, although the IMAX thing, which I want, we spoke about that. You briefly mentioned it earlier, and I didn't get a chance to have my rant.
Oh, sorry, go.
But that's okay.
To be fair, we're still on the rant that I said
That's
would be
true.
brief. We haven't gone back to the
true.
film yet.
Like watching it on my TV, and like it looked fucking excellent.
Yeah.
But I am very angry that it's not in IMAX format on Disney Plus because that's half the fucking point. That's half the fucking.
I literally said to you, I
Right.
might get rid of Disney Plus and just go back to buying the 4K Blu-ray.
It's like you can do it. You've got the technology. You've done it for a bunch of other movies. You've done it with every MCU movie
single
since you
one.
started doing it. Other
Since
than
Black Widow, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, right. Now I know it's not necessarily going to be every shot. That's not Disney in it. That's not a Disney issue. That's a director issue, right? And that's a different conversation. But this movie has definitely been partly shot on IMAX. There's no way in hell you didn't do that big fucking building stunt not with an IMAX camera. You did it. I know you did. The movie was in IMAX. Why isn't it in IMAX? I'm very upset about it. Very upset about it.
I agree.
It looks better. It just looks better. And it already exists. You haven't got to pay more. You've done it already. Just upload a different file. Fucking fucktards again. Fucking Jesus.
I agree. It just adds to that. It's a little thing. But it just adds to the we don't
Give a
anymore.
shit. Yeah.
And like genuinely livid that we don't get assembled anymore.
Oh, I agree with you. I like to assemble.
Why? Like, did they just go, oh, we don't get enough views? And that's because you put the last one on YouTube, you fucking mong.
Again,
like,
self-cannibalizing yourself.
Why did you put it on YouTube and not Disney Plus? It's not even a case of you put it on both. You only put it on YouTube. And it's an over hour-long video on YouTube now, so I'm not going to watch that because there's 68 days of ads. Put it back on Disney Plus and keep making them going forward because that's the only fucking good bit of the MCU. Anyway, let's talk about how good this movie is.
I would like to talk about Sentry.
Yes, let's talk about Sentry.
And the two forms of Sentry, because
So it's called the Void, the other one.
Thank you. I knew there was another name, I just couldn't remember it. So Sentry, I thought was quite cool. I liked his powers. I liked that he was like super MCU Superman-y. I didn't know the character before. The sequence, the fight with him in Avengers Tower, I really enjoyed. It was very cool. However, the Void, fucking sick.
Yes.
Like the visual look of him,
Just being a shadow.
just a black silhouette with the eyes, and then like when in the void space, whatever it's called later, when Bob's beating him up and you can see his teeth and stuff. The visual design of that, the art design of that, outstanding. But the whole concept of it all was it's terrifying. Like when he's just swooping across the city and people are just shadow.
The little girl.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god!
Camilla was
Especially because that was before you knew that they were still alive.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Camilla was said like, oh, this is kind of giving me like Infinity War flashbacks again with like everyone disappearing. I was like, yes, but this is somehow more haunting. Like there's something haunting. That was upsetting. This is eerie.
yes.
And I thought it was so good. Like really, really fucking cool. Really striking.
He was originally cast as Stephen Yeun. Yes. It was, yes, but yeah, I think Stephen Yeun couldn't have done this. I don't think.
Rich says Void was awesome, albeit a metaphor for mental illness, in my opinion. No, it's absolutely.
Yeah.
They're not
I don't think
shying
that.
away
I don't think it's a metaphor.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is literal. Yeah,
It's a result of his. He already. I think they specifically.
He's schizophrenic.
say,
Yeah,
and it's a result of his mental illness. Means that's what's happened. So.
or bipolar. Bipolar, because they're constantly talking about the highs and lows, and highs and lows,
And I think that's what makes it interesting.
and then he loses his memory, and that's quite.
I like it when these shows do stuff like that. It was like one of the big positives of Moon Knight, taking a real world thing and applying it to what would happen if someone like this was affected by these powers. What would happen? I think that's a really interesting.
That's what Sammy says. Is I like the MCU explanation. I like that the MCU explanation calls back to Captain America concept of the serum heightening every aspect of the person, and I agree. At least in the comics, I'm sure it changes many times. There are obviously many versions of the Sentry, but the one that I've read is he's a meth addict. He just ends up breaking into a lab looking for some form of drugs and injects him. The drug he happens to have stolen was some form of super serum.
Yeah.
And it all just goes a bit Pete Tong from there. And the whole memory thing is it's actually Reed Richards that erases his memory.
Oh, okay.
Because in the comics, he and Bob and Reed Richards are quite good friends, and they know that the only way to get rid of the Void is to make Bob forget that he's the Sentry. So they erase his and everyone else's memory of him. So even his own, so no one knows he exists. I also, the thing. So he's forgotten how to be the Sentry, which is why he's like kind of just adjacent to the New Avengers. One of my favorite ways they do that in the comics is they just give him agoraphobia. So he doesn't like going outside. So there's these huge events that just go on, and they're like, "Can you come help?" No. He just sits inside. I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough."
You have reminded me of a nitpick I have, which is the end. I think is it was this a post-credit scene? Yeah, I think it's post-credit scene when they're all in the New Avengers Tower and they're talking about Sam arguing against them and fighting for the name, and they say that Sam has tried to copyright the name Avengers.
Yes,
which won't help him one bit because what he needs is a trademark.
He also, in absolutely no way, owns that name.
No, he doesn't.
Because that would...
Do
you know who that would belong to?
Tony Stark.
Yeah, Stark Industries. Yeah. That would belong to Pepper Potts at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Happy Hogan or Morgan, whoever he left it to. Whoever he left it to. So go fuck yourself, Sam Wilson.
You're
also the shittest Avenger. Yeah. Yeah. You're like the most useless one. Like, you're the only Captain America adjacent person who hasn't taken the Super Soldier Serum. You prick. He's so boring. Sorry. Anyway, we're here to talk about that.
I like Falcon. I
liked Falcon. I don't like him as Cap.
Yeah.
He suddenly lost all of his charm and became really fucking boring. Anyway, we talked about that on the last stream.
We did.
Yes, you're right. The Void is fucking excellent. I agree with Rich in that all the fact, and Sammy when there's all the mental health stuff, and the fact that they didn't just cure bipolarism with punchy punch.
There was some punchy.
There was some punchy, and that's obviously, of course, there is going to be some punchy. But I like the way
symbolic punchy though.
Yes, I do like the way. So I do want to point out a kill switch in the Sentry absolutely wouldn't work. Just want to throw that out there, but
it kind of didn't.
But it killed Bob.
Only for a bit.
Yeah, I know. He got brought back, but I mean, like, it wouldn't do anything. Is more my point. If he's that invincible, why would a small thing in his head do any damage? But anyway, you could make the Luke Cage argument. His skin is bulletproof, but his
inside.
Yes, yeah. But the Void is terrifying, and he looks terrifying, which is good, and it's just so cool. I was like, fucking yes. Because I was curious as to what they were going to make him look like the whole time. And yes. And I was like, fucking yeah. I even think they pulled off the Sentry suit really well. I think he looks great as the Sentry.
So do I, yeah.
I kind of feel like they didn't need to dye his hair. But I like the fact that they made fun of it.
Yeah, they know they didn't need to dye his hair.
Yeah, they made fun of it. We're kind of here now. My only critique and my biggest criticism, my biggest complaint of this movie is that Valentina gets away with everything scot-free.
For now.
Yes, but
she'll get her
I feel like I would have only been satisfied. Her assistant needs to be thrown off a building. Like, I feel like they didn't know what to do with her character because she kept flip-flopping all over the place for no reason.
Yeah. And
it was really fucking annoying. And I don't like characters like Valentina. They're really boring to me. Yeah. It's just, right, whatever. Fucking, yes, you're manipulative. Yes, you're a corrupt politician. Oh, great. Who's buying this horseshit? And yeah, it's just a case of, what was her plan when she announced the New Avengers? Because they have so much shit against her now. And as Yelena says, we own you.
Yeah, that's what Yelena says.
We haven't seen... Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, there were no consequences for anything she did in that film in the film. So she did, for now, get away with everything scot-free. And quite frankly, Bob should have just snapped her in half.
He probably will. It all happened.
Because also every time she showed up, I fucking hate her. I can't. It's just go away. She keeps showing up and it's really annoying. Go away. Go away.
I feel quite indifferent about her, which isn't a good thing.
That's not a good. Yeah, exactly. That's not a good thing. I find characters like her because she's not a unique character.
No.
She's just really boring. So any time spent on her is too much time. It's not a critique against Julia Louis-Dreyfus because she's great, but it's just I don't care about the character at all, and that type of character. It's just so overplayed and so overdone. It's really annoying, and she didn't get torn in half. So
Now, I'm kind of getting to saying everything I wanted to say, but I have a question, and I have a question about the new Avengers thing. Now, what I get in context of the movie, she has made them the new Avengers. That's what she's done. What I don't get in the marketing side of it and stuff, if the film called the new Avengers, is the film called Thunderbolts, is the film called the Thunderbolts and New Avengers? I don't understand the marketing thing and the poster thing. It confused me.
it's nonsense. Yes,
I don't understand it.
it's nonsense. I think it's called the Thunderbolts New Avengers. Is what it's meant to be called.
I don't understand it.
But I don't understand. The Thunderbolts is a better name
Thunderbolts is
for a film and for the team, and like compared to the original Avengers, this is a shit lineup. As in terms of power level,
yeah.
not in terms of character per se.
Well, contextually, like we know within the MCU, there's going to be a debate of who the Avenger. We've already seen that in the post-credits.
Yeah.
Sam's like, no, I'm doing the Avenger. You're not the Avenger.
But also, who the fuck's he got? Who's Sam got?
Well, no one. But he.
Yeah, exactly.
He's mates with Paul Rudd.
Okay, so he's got Ant-Man
But he's been-
and New Falcon.
Yeah, like part of Captain America 4 was him. The idea that he was going to rebuild the event. It will turn
To be
into
fair, the whole thing with Captain America 4 was he didn't want to build.
No, I know, but it will turn into. All right, let's all be the Avengers together. That will be what happens. That will be how it goes.
Eventually, or Sam will die, and it will just be a case of no one cares
And
anymore.
then finally, can we give Bucky the shield?
I hope so. But also, like, why is Sam all of a sudden like so anti the idea of Bucky being an Avenger?
Yeah, I know.
Where's that?
Well, he probably more feels betrayed that Bucky's gone off with these guys and not with him.
Who gets Kate Bishop and Wiccan?
I'll have Kate Bishop.
I think Kate Bishop would go with Yelena.
Not against that either.
And Wiccan. Don't know. Who gives a fuck about She-Hulk? She was the beginning of the downfall of my boy.
Right, that was my only question about that.
That's fair. Yeah, the whole marketing thing was nonsense, and the fact that they waited a day
Less than
after the movie came out to start doing that was fucking ridiculous. Like, stop. Like, what is this? I hate the modern obsession with just spoiling everything and talking about every aspect of it. Like the actual marketing team talking about every aspect of a movie before it's come. The things I've seen from Fantastic Four on like social media and stuff, it's just like, okay, cool. It doesn't directly spoil like the plot per se, but also like this is cool shit to just see in a movie. Like
conversation you were saying when I said about the bit of Bucky, apparently that was in a trailer. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, that whole pretty much every
And I
aspect of
guarantee
that
if
scene.
I had seen that, I wouldn't have gone, yeah. I would have gone,
Cool, I know this is happening. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so annoying.
And now, when I watch the movie a second time, okay, I know it's coming, but my history with it is, I remember this was really fucking cool, and you relive it in a different way, as opposed to, I saw that in a trailer.
Yeah, no. So to say to Sammy, but I managed to get ahead of posts from people who have seen the film day one and talking about it. Yes, but
That's still stupid.
it's still stupid because I'm unlikely to see the post of Joe Blogs from Germany yapping about the movie. I am going to see Marvel's post about it.
I feel people talking about it is not the same as
The fucking Marvel talking about it.
That's just a different thing. It's fine if people are going to talk about it. Just cover. Well, not fine, but fair fucks. The film's out. If you're going to talk about it, fair fucks. But for Disney to do it, Marvel to do it, I think that's just You're not giving people a chance to go and watch the movie, and then you spoil it all, and then people go, "Oh, I won't pay to go watch that." Then
Yeah,
and
I'll
you
watch it on
moan that no
Disney
one's
Plus.
watched the
You've
movie.
already told me all this shit. I'm just gonna wait.
Go fucktards.
Yeah, I just don't know how to market. If you want good trailers, that's what I'm sorry. The Superman trailers.
I haven't watched those.
Yeah, I mean, don't. If you're going to avoid stuff 100%.
I've been in a bit of a phase recently of not watching trailers
Yeah,
for things.
I think I need to.
Been shit as well.
I think I need to get on that bandwagon because I think I'll enjoy Marvel stuff more again if I don't know like that much about it. I was trying to. It's usually a case. I've got into a case I think of where I'll watch like the first trailer and try and avoid the rest.
Yeah, I've watched one trailer just to get an idea of the vibe.
Yeah. And knowing how terrible Doomsday is going to be.
Yes.
But you can. Hannah says I think they were worried about performance and trying to keep it on the news cycle. Like, do it in a different way. Create things for social media to promote. Yeah. Do you remember the Ant-Man trailer that was just Paul Rudd saying ants? Michael Douglas slapping his knees and Paul Rudd going, ants. That's marketing that doesn't spoil anything.
Marketing doesn't have to spoil things.
Also,
marketing and telling you what happens is not the same thing.
No,
They're
exactly.
Two different things.
And do you know what's been excellent marketing for Spider-Man? The fact that they're making it.
Yes, the marketing. They've actually been doing marketing for a change.
To be fair, it's not even. To be fair, Marvel haven't been marketing.
Marvel have though. They have.
Oh, with the suit thing.
Yeah, but and they did a little clip of some like professionally filmed stuff of the behind the scenes and filming. And
did they? I haven't seen that. To be fair,
and it's only like a 45-second thing on Instagram of what everyone else has been filming anyway, but filmed properly. And there was the footage that someone filmed in their phone of like Tom Holland meeting a kid as Spider-Man and pick him up. Like there's footage of that being filmed from another angle, like professionally and stuff like that. Like that's marketing.
Yeah, and somebody has like obviously taken photos and edited them like properly.
That was also, by the way, actually I think a smart move from Marvel on that one because the way they were filming in Glasgow. Not possible for
them to not see the suit. So they just announced the suit.
They just went, well, let's just fucking go with it.
Yeah.
And let's do some marketing around it and make the most of it because there's no way we'll be able to hide this.
Yeah. I agree. And it's nice to see that they're doing practical stunts. It's Jackie Chan's stunt team.
No, yeah. Who did Shang-Chi?
Yes. And it's the director of Shang-Chi as well.
I know.
Yeah. And I think if the reports are to be true, the director of Thunderbolts was hired to do X-Men. Next.
Interesting.
So we shall see how that turns out. But yeah, it's so funny to look at the way Spider-Man's being handled versus the way Doomsday's being handled, and it goes to show how have we gone full circle, and Sony are the smart ones. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Kevin Feige needs a swift slap on the wrist, that's why.
Well, if the rumors are to be true, this is his last batch of movies.
I have heard that as well.
Secret Wars will be the end of him. And to be honest, good. Because he needs to go.
Yeah,
he's fucked too much up. Yeah, he's absolutely lost his way, and he clearly doesn't give a shit anymore. Which one's coming out first? Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming out first.
So what is the next one to come out?
Doomsday. Spider-Man.
So Spider-Man's before Doomsday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was meant to be in between, which is why he's not in them.
Yep.
But they waited too long.
Yep, I remember.
They left it less than a year, although...
They're both next year, aren't they? It's supposed to be.
Yeah. They're both next year. What is the only mildly concerning thing about Spider-Man so far is, and again, I'm blowing smoke up DC's arse again, is it comes out like 2 weeks after Supergirl.
Right.
They started shooting less than a year before release. And that leaves a year to film, edit, and do effects. Whereas before Spider-Man even started filming, Supergirl was done. So Supergirl has had well over a year just of post-production.
If they're planned and prepped, though, that might not be a problem.
That is the problem that they've been having, though. But it's not about planning and prepping. It's about giving the effects teams enough time to actually do
True.
what they need. That's why Ant-Man looks like shit.
Yeah.
That's why Captain America largely looks like shit. And because this was actually filmed and is reasonably like contained, this one looked great.
Yes.
And it goes
look great.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, but I'm also hoping the fact that it seems to be heavily
Physical.
practical
Practical, that's the word.
is so Spider-Man doesn't need as much on the other end.
Yeah, it needs touching up more than it needs.
Yes, and yes, of course it will need, because Hulk's in the film, for fuck's sake. So it will need things. I've no idea what the plot of this movie is because Hulk and the Punisher are in it.
That excites me though.
Hulk doesn't excite me because
I like Mark Ruffalo and their characters I know and like.
I haven't liked Hulk since he became Smart
What
Hulk.
they do with him, yeah. It does depend on how they play him.
Smart Hulk sucks.
I agree. Smart Hulk sucks. Doesn't suck as much as Fat Thor, but that's a different.
That's a whole other problem. Yes. I will not be seeing Tron. It contains the man I will not support. Fair enough.
What man is this?
Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, that guy's a moron.
He's a nonce.
Yeah.
Apparently. Allegedly.
So
A diddly fiddler.
I obviously am personal friends with Kristian Roberts of Funeral for a Friend fame, and he once told me that there are only 3 people that he knows from the industry that should absolutely be in prison. One was Ian Watkins,
Yes.
one was Ronnie Radke, and the other was Jared Leto.
Ronnie Radke. What reason for Ronnie Radke?
Well, he was in prison for...
Did he just mean that?
Yeah, I think...
Okay. I see. Which is why we have unfulfilled tickets.
Yeah. Right. Do we want to rank this movie?
Yes.
I updated the ranking today. Should we read the screen?
Yes.
Oh
let's.
wait, do we want to be reading the things first or after the ranking?
Let's do reading the things.
Reading the things. Reading the things.
We can't read, but we're reading the things.
Yeah.
We have one because you all suck, other than Rich.
Love you, Rich. Big time.
Well, I'm not going to find your reading the things in my chat thread with Acer, am I? Fucking idiot.
Won't find Aces reading the things there either.
No, because he's a bitch. He's probably long gone. So again, I'm just insulting people who aren't here. It's my favourite thing to do because I am a coward. Richard said, Thunderbolts really surprised me. I've become so Marvel fatigued in recent times. Fair. So I haven't been fussed at all about watching films like the latest Cap or The Marvels. The Marvels was better than Cap. I will say that.
Was?
Yes. But there was something more grounded and gritty about the look of Thunderbolts. I really enjoyed the film and certainly wasn't expecting the gut punch that came from the struggles with mental health being the focus.
Acer is still here.
I stand by my comments. With mental health being the focus, and I felt they dealt with it in a really good way. Bob is a great character. Correct. And I really enjoyed the progression that the other characters went on, especially Yelena. Also correct. I felt the film was very well paced and enjoyed the comedy throughout. All in all, one of the better things I've seen from the Marvel Universe in the last couple of years. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. Completely agree.
Should we have a look at the old ranking?
Let's.
Here's the ranking so far with my...
I can't
updated
read
shiny.
that, so I have it here.
Yeah, that's a good idea, though.
I have it on my phone. At number 35, we have Thor Shite and Shite. At number 34, we have Thor Other Shite and Shite. At number 33, we have The Incredible Shite. I'll stop that. At number 32, we have The Eternals. At number 31, we have Captain America, the first shite. At number 30... At number 30, we have Iron Man 2. At number 29, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. At number 28, we have Thor. At number 27, we have Captain America Brave New World. See, if you're a modern movie and you're not even breaking the top 20, you're doing poorly. At number 26, we have Black Panther. At number 25, we have Captain Marvel. 24, Black Widow. 23, Ant-Man Quantumania. 22, The Marvels. 21, Doctor Strange. 20, Ant-Man. 19, Multiverse of Madness. 18, Wakanda Forever. 17, Iron Man 1. But that was the joke. I said I'd stop, so I had to do at least one where I'd stopped. 16, Ant-Man and the Wasp. 15, the demoted Deadpool and Wolverine. 14, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I wouldn't say demoted. Corrected. We just
It's
corrected
still
an error.
demoted.
I guess. All right. Fair enough.
We corrected it by demoting it.
True.
At number 13, Iron Man 3. At number 12, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. At number 11, Homecoming. At number 10, Far From Home. Number 9, Avengers. Number 8, Age of Ultron. Number 7, why am I just struggling here? At number 7, Thor Ragnarok. At number 6, No Way Home. At number 5, The Winter Soldier. At number 4, Avengers Endgame. Number 3, Civil War. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And at number 1, Avengers Infinity War. I can't believe how... Yeah, well...
We have both said on a number of occasions...
This list is crazy.
Yeah, and
because we disagree with each other on a lot. Yeah. And this is where it just averagely falls.
Yeah, it's been done by committee.
Yeah.
Whereas... Because there have been a few episodes, been a few movies where it's been like Richard's input has been on it and I think as well. So, and we've both said that each of our own lists would be different to this.
Yes.
This is the rabbit hole ranking, not an individual ranking.
Yeah, it's all like cumulative averages and things like that, because some of them have been really hard to rank because of where other movies have fallen.
Yes.
Like, it's like, I think this is better than 12, but it's not as good as number 32. Like, it's not that extreme, obviously. Would you believe that I was hyperbolic?
Iron Man 3 is absolutely not better than...
He's making a joke and he's taking the piss out of me, because when it first came out, I got a bit excited.
Okay.
Although number 1 is correct. Correct. I'd say the top 5 are unimpeachable.
I think top 10 you can't argue with, personally.
Fair. However, where are you... I'm going bold.
I am struggling with this, and I'll tell you for why in a minute. You give me your bold statement. Give me your bold cock.
Do you know where I think you should go?
I don't. That's what I'm waiting for you to tell me.
6.
6. Wow. So that's above...
No Way Home.
No Way Home. I can see an argument for it. So here's my thing. I am also tempted to put it very, very high. But I worry that we're doing a Deadpool Wolverine.
See, now No, because Deadpool and Wolverine tricked us with nothing but humour.
True.
There was no substance to it. We just watched it, we were fresh off it, and it was really funny.
Yeah.
But once the jokes start to level out in your mind, that there's no substance to Deadpool and Wolverine. It's still as high as it is because of the comedy, but there isn't really any substance to it. Also, it's like completely useless to the MCU. It's a meaningless, nothing progresses, nothing changes.
Yeah.
But like, it ended up that high because the jokes and all the comedy and the fight scenes and stuff are really well written and choreographed and everything. So it does deserve to be where it is. We just got a bit bold by putting it at 10. So we demoted it.
Right.
I don't think so. Because also, I've watched this twice, several months apart.
You have, yeah.
So for me, I think, and to be fair, for me, No Way Home drops over time.
It does. I would definitely put this above No Way Home. I find
it's not better than Winter Soldier.
No, I find it hard to put above the Avengers, but that's a personal thing and purely down to just.
But that's another committee problem because there's several gaps apart.
Yeah, and it's also that is nothing more than the event, like a sentimental attachment I have to the Avengers, as opposed to whether or not it is actually. If I think about it objectively, it's better than the Avengers.
I'm curious as to what Sammy disagrees with the top 10.
I'm also curious that I just want to have that conversation in a minute. So
No, I'm just so he can prepare it in the chat.
So I don't get too confused.
Yeah. He can prepare it in the chat.
Right. If I look at it objectively, it's definitely better than the Avengers. I think. Oh, it's so hard. It is hard. When you're talking about movies which are this good, it's hard.
The problem is, you're talking about a movie that's. I think Thunderbolts has more substance than the Avengers.
I agree with
that. Doesn't always mean better.
Correct.
But in this case, for me, it does. The Avengers is incredible. Of course it is. But it's incredible from like a how does this exist more than the movie itself? If we were talking about the last hour of the Avengers, it would probably be unimpeachably number one. Like, just for the time. But me saying unimpeachable multiple times is thematic to this movie.
So you're saying above
No Way Home.
Far From Home? No, No
Way
Way Home.
Home.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting my movie.
Definitely above Far From Home.
Getting my movie names picked up.
Above No Way Home. Below Winter Soldier.
Is it better? I'm asking myself, is it better than No Way Home?
Yes.
What would I prefer to watch?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a fair question. But yeah. I think it depends on the mood. But I think over time, and this is my concern with Doomsday, the whole thing just relies on multiverse nonsense.
Yeah,
And
it does.
Like that loses its pizzazz and luster. And around it, the plot isn't overly interesting. I know the plot is the multiverse stuff.
How we ended up putting No Way Home above Ragnarok.
I think Ragnarok is another one where you're mostly relying on comedy. So by the time we had watched it, it was 4 years on.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're correct.
So arguably, like
I'm curious.
any given day, I would drop Ragnarok.
I'm struggling on this one. I call Father Rich to the stand. Where would you put it, Rich? I would like to know Rich's input.
Hannah says 8. So
Hannah says
above.
Do you know?
Age
And
of
actually,
Ultron.
if you had said 8, I don't think I would grumble with 8. I think I would just blindly go, yeah, I'm fine with 8.
I'm not going 8 though, because I think it's better than both Ragnarok and No Way Home.
I'm struggling to decide. And I'm just curious. I just want more opinion. Actually, everyone that's in the chat, just give me your opinions where you'd put it. I definitely agree not above 6.
No, above 6, not above 5.
Sorry, yes.
8 seems like a solid shot. I think it's better than, like, honestly, that we're having a committee problem again because
it is. I know.
it's easier for me to say it's better than Ragnarok and No Way Home than it is to say it's better than both the Avengers movies. Well, the first 2 Avengers movies. There were 4, obviously. Matt says 8. Everyone's kind of agreeing in 8, but
it's not up to them. I'm just
I know.
their view.
Yeah,
They won't get to decide. The fuck is this for us? 7.
I think I'd say 7 or 8ish. Yeah. So we're all kind of in the same ballpark.
I have made my decision where I'd put it. 6.
Excellent decision. I could not agree more.
Well, no, it was your fucking idea.
This is purely from a do I want to watch it again point of view. I generally don't like to rank. This is fair. This is content. We don't tend to rank. Actually, we rank everything.
Everything all the time. That's all we do.
I still agree. I like fair. Iron Man is in top 10. No, it's not. Like objectively, it is not. But that's fair. From a you want to watch it perspective, it started the whole thing, and I have love for it. Absolutely fair about it.
Age of Ultron meh. That might be one of the most outlandish things anyone's ever said.
Do you know we are unpopularly high on that movie?
I know, but the movie is genuinely excellent.
It's better than the first Avengers.
Yeah, by far. It has a fantastic, one of the best villains in the MCU history.
Yep.
It brings in characters and develops all the other characters in brilliant ways. Excellent fight sequences. Good comedy. What a wonderful movie.
I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree in every way.
Sorry, I just wanted to... I just read Hannah's comment about...
Oh, yeah. Hannah has said from a female perspective, short-haired Thor's fuckability does a lot of heavy lifting for Ragnar. I would like to speak as men, yes.
Yes, from our perspective too.
Just... also, and I know you will shout at me, Incredible Hulk would be a lot higher. There will be no shouting. I'll just tell you you're wrong. It's The Incredible Hulk is not a good movie. Have you seen this? Like lately, I don't know why you've seen it. You're not on Reddit, but a lot of the conversations on Reddit have been, why did they nerf the Hulk between the Incredible Hulk and the Avengers? And I was like, What feat did the Incredible Hulk do? Did Edward Norton do that wasn't topped by Avengers Hulk? Avengers Hulk destroyed a helicarrier, punched a Leviathan out of the sky, was leaping around, climbing up buildings like fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And all that Edward Norton's Hulk did was get strangled and rip a car in half.
Knocked over a bridge. Oh no, the Rockets did that.
Yeah, he didn't knock over it. What bridge?
It wasn't. It was like a. There
about?
was like a raised pathway between some buildings.
Oh, I see. Yes, yeah. But they didn't.
It was the military.
The military did that. Yeah. So he got outdone. He got outclassed by the military a few times. But anyway, see, a lot of my differences would be the same. The same idea, same.
Sammy, same idea, Sammy.
Oh, I see. If I'd want to watch it again, yeah, that's kind of where we go
take that
as
into
well.
account.
Yeah, what we'd rather rewatch, because, like, for example, but it's really it does become complicated,
And that's also difficult because that is so mood based.
yeah, 100%. Because there are movies that are definitely worse than the Batman that I would put on over the Batman.
Yeah.
Because the Batman is a commitment, and again, its mood is dark, slow, brooding, but phenomenal. In the same way that I think the recent Dune movies are two of the best movies ever made, but they are slow and methodical and long, and you have to be in the right headspace. Because if you watch them because it took me 2 watches to like the first one, because I was expecting like a sci-fi action movie, and it was really slow and really long. I was like, oh. And then I just watched it again, knowing what it was. I was like, no, I was wrong. That's fucking phenomenal. But anyway, so if I would want to watch again, for me, things like Guardians 1 is a great fun movie. Guardians 1 is great. I just think, again, it's too reliant on humor. That's why it's so well received, because of the humor, and the characters, obviously. And that's why Guardians 3 is so high, because the plot, outside of the comedy, the plot is there as well, and you still obviously get the benefit of having those really good characters and things like that.
Sammy says,
Deadpool and Wolverine would lower as the jokes and reveals only work once. I don't necessarily think they only work once, but that is why we dropped
Why we lowered it.
because it's
We
the
put it in
only
10.
movie that we've dropped
Yep.
on the list. But that is exactly why we dropped
We
it.
ranked it. We put it in 10th, and then we came back to it when we did the next film, and we put that in the wrong place.
We put it too high.
that.
Yeah, and we corrected it. It's the only time we've ever done that, and
Hopefully, it will be the only time, because we like to stand by our decisions.
indeed, and we were wrong. But I do
We
think,
can admit when we're wrong,
indeed,
unlike some people. No one in particular, just some people.
but I like watching films to cheer me up, and that's absolutely fair enough. That's a perfectly valid way to put a list together. Ours is just that's only part of where we come from when we look at them.
We know that we like watching things that make us uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Talking of which, to end the show, I'd like to briefly comment about a film I watched recently for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Indiana Jones and the... What a complete heap of shit.
We won't be. I was going to say we won't be doing the Indiana Jones films. We tried. We tried, and we got halfway through the second one. I was like, this is so fucking bad. I don't remember that. Like, I always grew up loving those movies. Well, the first lot, anyway. So when we were watching them, I was like, this sucks. I don't like this at all. Like, what happened? I genuinely don't know.
Better movies exist.
Well, yeah, that's just so fucking weird. But yeah, the new one is particularly shit.
First 25 minutes of it, he's CG.
Yes.
Poor CG as well.
And that was really complimented by the...
When it's a still frame,
Yes.
looks great.
Yeah, yes, I know, but he's moving a lot.
Yes, it looks
Is it-
fucked.
'cause
And
it-
there's lighting changes which
'cause it's
don't
moving.
fucking reflect the same on the face.
Yeah.
And then a little while later, he's 80, but seems to be able to move just as much as he did when he was 20. And the plot's insane. And the movie ends, and they go back in time and meet Archimedes.
Yes.
Spoil that all for you, by the way. No warning. It doesn't matter. It's a heap of shit.
But, and I don't really know why the MCU felt the need to recast and bring Harrison Ford in for one movie, seemingly.
Yeah.
And then just put him in prison. And he's probably not going to show up again. A Korean assassin mum of a teenage movie. It's mother of a teenage movie. There are only 3, so I don't know what you're talking about. This is fair. This is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So overall, Thunderbolts is great. We're putting it at number 6. It's really, really, really good. And watching it the second time, I was like, yes, fucking yes, absolutely. And then a certain someone was trying his hardest to ruin my mood while I was watching the finale of that movie by talking utter nonsense in the Discord.
What did I do?
Wasn't mean you.
Oh, I know who you mean.
I didn't mean you. I meant the challenged.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
With his glazing problem.
Yes, I didn't know who you mean.
Obviously, well, I like to hope that he was also in good jest on the other end. But I was in good jest. What are you looking at?
Weren't those lights yellow earlier?
No. Well, they're on yellow, but yellow and grey apparently makes green.
I see.
So maybe we need to investigate what plus grey makes yellow. But oh well, it doesn't matter because the next one will be blue. So the next 2 could arguably be blue because we don't know what's next. The problem with Superman is obviously we chose to start doing these for Disney Plus for multiple reasons. One reason is so you don't have to make yourself go to the cinema to watch these movies, but also so that other people in the chat can just watch them for free as well. But with Superman, that's not an option.
No.
We will absolutely be doing Superman.
Yeah,
but
I hate to say it, but a regular DCU ranking might be required.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's not that regular. The next one isn't until next June.
Yeah.
Unless we do Peacemaker, obviously. But we wouldn't be able to do... If then where do we draw the line? Because if we do Peacemaker, you absolutely won't do Creature Commandos.
Maybe I can be convinced.
You should. And if I convince you to do that, it means I might be able to convince you to watch Invincible, and that will make me happy. Because I know you'll fucking like them. We'll find a solution for Superman, because it's not... We don't have the streaming service that it will go to.
No, I know.
And that irritates me to no end. No end. But so it's fine. I'm just going to have to buy the DCU.
That's fine. You can buy the DCU and I'll watch yours.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll let Rich log in as mine as well. So that's fine. But everyone else.
I have a question now.
Mm.
What's next for the channel, Jack?
Fantastic Four, I'd imagine.
Probably.
That or Superman. Because we don't know when Fantastic Four is coming. Superman is out. Superman is watchable at home. To be fair, most people have seen it. They don't have to watch it again. So all of the people that would join our chat have seen Superman. As far as I'm aware, everyone other than Rich, and as I said, I would let him log in as me to watch it.
That's my impression of Rich pretending to be you.
But I know Hannah and Matt have seen it because I watched it with them.
Right.
Sammy's already talked about watching it. I know Ace has seen it. So there you go. Everyone who would normally join has seen it, other than Rich and you, who would obviously just mooch off the fact that I'm absolutely going to buy it.
That's my plan.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. I'm fine with it. The second, you'll not know the gushing that came out of me when I looked on the 26th and it actually said 4K.
But I got your text.
Yes. Yeah.
Praise be Jesus was the caption or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. Like every now and then there's something that nearly makes me believe.
Yep.
But then I remember, oh no, this was just an algorithm. Where will it go? What? Superman, it will go to HBO. It's a Warner Brothers thing, so it will go to HBO. It won't be on anything consistently here. I'm sure it will pop up on like Prime or Netflix or whatever at some point.
At some point, yeah.
And obviously it'll go to like Sky Movies, I'm sure, at some point. At least it wasn't just a gif of him spunking.
No, that's because I have those gifts.
It's usually him sending them to me, which is weird.
That's such a weird concept. I like the idea that I'm excited about something, so I send you a gif of you coming.
But other than Fantastic Four, there were things on the mind.
There may be one or two secret projects at work.
Indeed.
One of which I'm very excited for.
Isn't HBO coming to the UK? Supposedly, but I swear they talk about that every few months for like 93 years. They've been talking about that all the time. Also, another fucking streaming service.
Yeah, I'm not interested, thanks.
Yeah, no. It would have to be perfect. It's the sort of thing that maybe I'll get it every now and then, but I'd rather just, instead of having it constant. This is another reason why I'm planning on getting rid of Disney Plus, I think, is because I'm paying God knows how much every month. Well, it's gone up so much now that in 2 months I could have just bought the movie, and it's more than 2 months between movies. And the shows, I don't give a fuck. They're all terrible. I'll watch them on the high seas, thank you, because they all suck, and I'm not willing to pay you like £13 a month now, or something fucking ridiculous. The streaming service that 3 years ago was $4.99.
Yeah.
Like, get fucked. Why would you get HBO for free? Alien Earth, I really struggled to get past to watch episode 3. Don't know what it was about episode 3. It was boring me to fucking tears. It could have just been my mood and when I was watching it. But Alien Earth was boring me to fucking tears in episode 3, which is odd considering I liked 1 and 2. You can also buy Disney Plus with Tesco vouchers. That requires me to regularly go to Tesco's. I just go to what supermarket is near me. Which you would think, being in a stationary house, would remain the same. But I just mean when I'm out, I didn't realise Wendy is Carl Chandler's daughter. Who the fuck is Wendy?
I don't know who Carl Chandler is either.
He's playing Hal Jordan in the DCU.
I see.
One of the Green Lanterns.
I see.
There are 3 of them at least. Human ones.
Any more little additions onto that?
Huh?
Any more additions to that?
Oh, of course, I understand. Yes, I'm with you. Sorry, it's just that's because I give Sky a fuckload of money every month. Yeah, but Sky and Warner Brothers are not the same company. I'm I was trying to think of 2 companies for a second. So I gave Foot Locker £400 million. I really hope McDonald's give me a free meal. Like, they're not the same company. And if anything, HBO coming to the UK means Warner Brothers have completely cut their ties with Sky. So they're even less likely to give you anything.
Yeah.
They might still. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get your Netflix paid for through Sky. So, and they've got no association with each other either. So what the fuck do I know?
Right. Anyway.
Bisto. So yes, secret projects probably more like as well, and then either Superman or Fantastic Four, depending which one we want to do.
A few more of these things.
Yes, these. So yeah, they'll be slightly more regular now that it's Marvel and DC. But even then, who knows when Fantastic Four will be? And then after that, it's nothing till fucking June. So we'll probably have to figure out something else to do.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, just because I just don't want to not do one of these until June.
No, I've been enjoying doing these recently. A few times we've done it, and I'll tell you what: if this streaming setup continues to work as seamlessly as it seems to have done thus far this evening,
but to be fair, it was a reason. One of the reasons we stopped doing it so regularly is that we were bored of fighting the fucking PC.
It was always broken. So if things aren't going to be broken,
we will have end of year, of course. Yes.
Definitely have end of year. But if things aren't going to be broken and things are going to work, I might be tempted to suggest we try and do some things more regularly again.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe even build back to a once a week show. I know you didn't think I'd fucking ever say that, did you?
No.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
but we'd have to know what.
Yeah, we'd have.
Video game thing's still going to be a problem. Because I don't want to sit here and pretend to be interested in video games.
Yeah, I don't care about video games.
Yeah.
I could have a chat about Gears of War right now, but Gears of War's on my brain.
Maybe if every now and then something happens or there's a game out that we feel like, okay, now I have something to say.
Yeah.
Then we do a game.
That hasn't happened since 2022. But other than the fact that I would quite happily talk about Gears. But yeah. And mainly, and this is just for Acer. There we go. Fucking 2006 game design. Doom 9. Every time.
When a character talks to you on the radio, you're being forced to walk.
Yes.
Yeah, I sussed it.
You put your fingers to your ear and you just walk real slow.
I remember from when I played it on Xbox with Rich doing the...
That was with me. You played Halo with Rich. You played Gears with me.
I did play Gears with you, didn't I? Yeah.
And we got partially way through Gears 2, and I don't know why we didn't finish. Oh, to be fair, the streams were a pain in the ass.
Yes, things started breaking.
Yeah. But we could have... Yeah. Hopefully they... fucking give me all the Gears games on PlayStation. You release them once a month from now until you've done them all.
Well, Wednesday is the James Bond showcase.
Yes.
I'm not suggesting we stream that.
No.
But
it would take me longer to get here than Xbox died. Yes, the Xbox I gave you stopped working.
Yes, you're right. That is what happened. Yes.
Thank you, Father.
Yes, I do remember. Again, more technical difficulties though, wasn't it? It was all just fucking things that stopped working.
Stupid. I have no idea what happened to that Xbox. Fucking weird. It would just give you a tiny image in the middle of the screen. Fucking technology.
But, so far, I've been really pleased with how this has worked this evening. So I hope
this has been very smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Now the real test is whether or not next time we go to do this, it remembers anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be the test.
Yeah.
And I have only set up enough to be able to do this show. I haven't set up anything beyond this.
We haven't done a not this show since last December. So
you'll notice that we didn't do a score. We normally do a score, fancy graphic. I couldn't work out how I did that before. So
9, by the way.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. 9, absolutely a 9. Yeah, fair fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Fair fucks.
Normally, the last few we've been watching these together as well, but the schedule has not allowed for that.
No, sorry.
It's fine.
I've got such a crazy month. I'm actually quite angry about how the next month or 6 weeks or so of my life looks.
Yeah, I looked at your calendar and I was upset on your behalf.
Yeah.
Because it's just on your fridge and I just saw that every fucking day has something in it. And I was just like, I would rather, as previously mentioned, Kurt Cobain.
The stuff on the fridge is what we're doing for dinner each day.
I see. I didn't actually read it. The weekends say other things because you're not having a wedding for dinner.
Oh no, there are some that have like if we're out for dinner, then it will say like we're out.
It's a dinner. See, I didn't actually read most of the things. I just caught the occasional word like wedding.
Look again, it will be like pie, chicken.
I see. Fair enough that you got something every day then. Yeah. But when I thought that those were...
There are a lot on there which are also things we're doing.
Yeah. When I thought every one of those days was like something to do, kill myself. Like, I've had something to do since Saturday. And I'm really annoyed about it.
Tomorrow we've got a visit at work from a big boss. Wednesday we've got a visit at work from another big boss.
This is work. That doesn't count as plans.
No, that's true, but it just means the next few days are stressful.
Yes.
Saturday I'm going to a wedding.
Unacceptable behaviour.
Which is hours away as well.
Are they paying your fuel?
No, I've even been doing things to make things for the wedding today.
Get fucked.
Clearly a cuck.
God. Yeah, other people's weddings, they do them a nut.
It was
Beastie.
A beastie has arrived.
A dragon. An absolute dragon of a creature. It briefly showed up on the screen. That is the biggest fucking thing.
It's Jet's wedding. Jet, for you who don't know, Jet famously wrote da 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 da. Jet wrote our theme song, and he's getting married. And he's invited me, and I've been helping him do some music for the wedding. So I got that on Saturday. Then my next day off is then Tuesday, but I am going to London for. I'm ignoring that one. I'm going to London for Plaza. Do you know what Plaza is?
No.
It's a Pro Audio Expo.
Oh, that's a work thing as well.
No, I'm going for. I'm not going for work.
Oh, I see.
I'm going.
You're just going.
Yeah, I'm going. Do you remember? Yeah, Simon.
No, yeah.
Simon. And then hang on. We're gonna go through this. Cracking content. This. Hang on.
Hey, so I would like to say, even regardless of everything I've just said, if you take me off my wedding list, I will throw things at you.
The Saturday after that is our plans.
Yes, discussions need to be had.
I see.
Yes.
Maybe they're not.
Maybe or not.
But that's what that Saturday was. And then the next I'm off. My weekday. Then I'm working, and then I'm going to see Busted versus McFly. So that's the next.
Are they having a fight?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the next weekend. Then I've got a gig the next weekend. Oh yeah, I'm playing a gig on the 27th of September in Crawley. £5. You should come along. You've got a ticket. You're coming. What?
I'm so bad with dates. Hang on, carry on.
And then the next weekend, I'm going to another wedding. Then the next weekend, I'm going to Newcastle to see Busted and McFly for the second time. And then I have a weekend that I'm not doing it. So I don't have a free weekend now until the 18th of October.
That fucking, on your behalf, enrages me. Because if I didn't have a free... Well, yeah, I will now be working on weekends, which is fine. So my weekend, which are just the 2 days off, if I didn't have those free for that long, I would end my life.
I have got a couple of days off during the weeks in between them.
Yeah.
Those days will be for sleeping. Because I'm not doing any other fucking time.
Yes. I'm just... So, God, I'm so bad with dates. Everything's gone Pete Tom. Everything's got Pete Tom. But anyway, yes, we said we were going to end like 4 hours ago.
That's fine. Right, should we crack on?
Let's crack on. So we will return at some point with some form of superhero nonsense. Oh, of course. And we'll let you know when that is, obviously. We're not just going to be a surprise. Well, yeah, we might. It was nearly...
Kinda. I said kinda.
It was a while ago that I put it in the chat. Although it was quite fun. We were just, when we decided today, we were just like, we need to put it in the Discord and text Rich to ask if he wants to join us. We did the texting Rich part and then just never mentioned it again. And then I was just suddenly like, we never said anything. We're going to be quite alone. More alone than normal. But anyway, superhero stuff will happen. Thank you very much for joining and participating in the chat. Thank you for putting in your suggestions for the ranking that we ignored. And
did completely ignore it, actually.
Yeah. And much love.
Until next time.
We shall see you then.